From Fox 55 Sports, this is The Locker Room.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome inside a special edition of The Locker Room. I'm Justin Prince, joined as always by my partner, Peter Hood. Pete, we have a lot of fun here every week on the show.
I'd like to think so.
I got to say, this one is definitely one of my favorite Fridays of the year.
Yeah, I would agree. Of course, the high school sports are what make it enjoyable for us. And earlier this week, the 2018-19 season officially came to an end. Bittersweet. So tonight, we're taking a look back.
Yeah, it's our annual year in review. Peter and I will reveal our top 10 teams in just a few minutes, but let's start by showing you some of the best highlights these last 10 months had to offer. Man, gives me chills. Pete, there were a ton of spectacular plays packed into about 4 minutes there. And let me tell you, though, we've got a whole blocks where the highlights that didn't even make that video.
Let me shake your hand, man. That was well done.
Thank you very
Well
much.
Lit, as the
you.
kids say, yeah. It was a year filled with really cool moments and really good teams. Now, there were dozens of squads who deserve recognition for the seasons that they had, but unfortunately, we don't have that kind of time to honor every single one. With that being said, Justin and I have compiled our list of teams that we believe were just a cut above the rest during the 2018-19 school year. Before we get to our top 10, let's give a shout out to the squads who almost made the cut. Our honorable mentions include Carroll Gymnastics, finished runner-up in this year's state finals. Northfield girls basketball, 25-3 on the year. Regional champs for the first time since '78. Wabash volleyball, 33-4, regional champs for the first time ever. Belmont girls soccer also won a regional title on their way to an 18-1-2 record. Homestead girls golf, 4th place finish in the state finals. And Homestead Lady Hoops, 25-5 on the season, and another SAC title added to that trophy case.
All right, though, so here we go now. Time to reveal our top 10. We begin with another team from Belmont. What a season it was for the Squaws softball team, led by IU commit Mason Montgomery. The Squaws steamrolled their way to an undefeated regular season and an NE8 title. They also claimed their 3rd straight sectional championship before falling to Yorktown in regionals.
Staying in Adams County for number 9, only one team was able to take down the Flying Jets on the gridiron this season, and that was eventual 1A state champ Pioneer. Adams Central football finished with a 13-1 record. All of those wins came by double digits. How about back-to-back ACAC champs? And they claimed their 2nd straight regional title in the last 3 years.
In at number 8, Homestead Boys Tennis making an appearance on our top 10 list for a 2nd consecutive year. And that's because for a 2nd consecutive year, the Spartans made it to state. There they fell to eventual champ Carmel, but Carrie Muma's team finishes the season with a 21-2 record that includes their 6th straight sectional crown.
Sticking with the Spartans at number 7, pretty good year down in southwest Allen County, I'd say.
so.
Interestingly enough, Homestead girls soccer also lost to Carmel in state, but they had a heck of a run to get there. Freshman sensation Amelia White guided her team to an 18-4 record and their first semi-state title since 2003.
And you know, Pete, cross country doesn't get usually a lot of love on the show, but this Carroll team pretty deserving.
I'd agree.
After 3 straight runner-up finishes at state, the Chargers finally got over the hump in 2018, bringing home the program's first state championship. Megan Hathaway, Monroe Frucci, and Abby Green all finishing top 10 individually.
Speaking of state titles, I think these guys might know a thing or two about those.
Just a few.
How about back-to-back chips for Canterbury boys soccer for a 2nd consecutive year? The Cavs beat Covenant Christian in the Class 1A championship game. That one came in penalty kicks, and it also gives Greg Malkin Company a record 7th state title.
Before the game, he said that good teams make it to the championship, but great teams win championships. And we really wanted to be a great team.
After the semi-state game, I got a little pushback when I said they had turned themselves into a decent team and then a good team. Well, at this point, I think they've turned themselves into a great team.
It feels great. Like I said, it wasn't really expected. So to add a 7th star, it just feels amazing.
Congrats to them. In at number 4, they were our top team a year ago after winning the school's first state championship in any sport. They followed that up with another incredible season. Sydney Freeman and Malia Leatherman led Central Noble girls basketball to a 27-1 record and a 3rd straight semi-state appearance where they fell to eventual champion Oak Hill.
Oak Hill's a darn good team, and for 4 years these girls have given our community something to be very proud of. In 4 years, we've won 95 and 16. We've won 3 sectionals. We've won 2 regionals. We've won a semi-state. We've won state. We've won the regular season conference. So, you hate you get so close to the state championship that you can taste it. But 32 minutes is a long time, and Oak Hill played better for 32 minutes than we did today, and you got to tip your hat to them.
Speaking of teams that got so close they could almost taste it, you couldn't get much closer to a state title without winning one than Leo softball did. The Lady Lions came just one run short in their quest for a 4A state championship, but 25-2, outscoring your opponents 256-15, a fifth regional title in the last 6 years. Yeah, that'll land you at number 3 on this list.
It's amazing. It's just the best atmosphere ever. Such pressure situations, but that's what makes it fun. So it's definitely a lot of motivation for next year. We have a big core of our team returning. It's going to be really sad without our seniors, but I'm really excited for next year too.
You know, these girls should have a lot of confidence going into next year. Obviously, we're going to miss those 4 seniors a ton. You know, it's great to have 4 seniors like that, and hopefully these girls learn from that and learn from what these girls put forth as a legacy for them to follow.
Back to the basketball court for number 2. The Blackhawk Christian Braves took the Bankers Life Fieldhouse floor by storm on March 23rd. BC capping off its record-breaking postseason run with a 60-43 beatdown of Bar Reeve in the 1A state championship game. The Braves finished the year with a 28-2 record and their first state title.
It's a dream. You always think, hey, I'm going to end my season on a state win, but to actually happen, it's just a great feeling, and there's no other team that I'd rather do it than Blackhawk and all these kids that we play with.
You know, it's great to end the season on a win and be able to end these seniors' careers on a win, especially the ones that, you know, won't be continuing their basketball careers in college. It's, you know, we always have a mantra that the team is first, and so we just focus on that.
I'll tell you what, it takes a pretty special group to top that Blackhawk team, and that's exactly what Jason Garrett had in the fall. Our top team for the 2018-19 school year, Bishop Dwenger football. In Garrett's first year at the helm, he guides them to their first state title since 2015, and they did it in thrilling fashion. No one who was there will ever forget the Saints' 4-overtime win over Evansville Central at Lucas Oil Stadium.
It means the world to me, and to do it with all my brothers. We will never, ever forget this, and that's the best part. It means everything. We worked all summer long, 5:30 in the morning. We've been all playing together since 5th grade, CYO. We just all love one another, and we're going to fight for it no matter what.
There's no group like this group. It's cliche for coaches to say that, but that just showed you what trust, unity, and toughness is.
You know what's crazy is our top 3 teams, Bishop Dwenger football, Blackhawk basketball, Leo softball, all have a significant chunk of their roster returning next season. So there's a good chance that this year's top 3 could also be next year's top 3, but who knows what teams step up between now and then.
Only one of those 3, though, doesn't have to move up is Leo softball.
That's true.
Because they're already in 4A. So,
although I think that Blackhawk basketball and Dwenger football will be able to compete at 2A and 5A respectively. I got a small hunch on that one.
Just a little bit.